Welcome back to HS. I'm Sam Baker.
And I'm Noah Hoskins.
And this is
The Res.
20 days.
20 days until what?
Graduation. I can't wait to walk across the stage and finally be free.
I can definitely wait. I know once I get off that stage, everything is going to change. I'm quite terrified.
Well, do you know what you're doing after high school?
Yeah, of course. I'm going to tech, where I'm going to major in physics. It's going to be really fun.
Hey, I'm going to tech too. I think as long as you have a plan of what you're doing after graduation, you're going to be fine. You're going to be an awesome Raider. I can already tell.
Thank you. I guess you're right. It's still a little scary though, you know?
Yeah, I get that. Your life completely changes, you move away.
Start studying a lot more.
Worry about paying for books and tuition.
Juggling work and school at the same time.
Gain the dreaded 15 pounds after high school.
Okay, I'm starting to feel queasy and nervous again. Time to change the subject.
Okie dokie. Hey Brandon, didn't you go around asking people what they're doing after graduation?
Yeah, I did. This week, I went around asking what y'all wanted to do when you graduated. This is what y'all had to say.
What do you want to do when you graduate?
I'm going to go to Las Vegas dressed as Bob Ross. I'm going to set up an easel on the strip. So everybody's going to walk up to me and I'm going to charge them $3 a picture. And then I'll get rich.
After high school, when I graduate, I'm going to make a real-life High School Musical musical.
I want to go to college and play soccer.
After I graduate, I want to become an actor.
Fortnite, I'm going to drive off a cliff.
I'm going to Harding University to get my degree in speech pathology to help those with speaking disabilities learn how to talk.
Bro, I'm not even going to graduate. Live.
When I graduate, I want to move to California and meet the Spice Girls.
I want to die.
Work for NASA or become a teacher, either way.
That was some great answers. I, for one, want to do something in music when I graduate. And back to you guys.
Feeling any better?
Yeah, a lot. I guess college isn't really the most nerve-wracking thing I've done.
What is?
Have you ever lined up to run the 4x4 before?
What's a 4x4?
Death. But while we're on the topic of sports, hey Bridget, what about them athletes?
Let's find out in this week's Res Sports.
He may be the greatest athlete of all time. There is mustard on the lettuce.
Last Friday, softball had a game against China Springs. Sadly, they lost 2-5. Let's see some highlights of that. Last Friday, track competed at their regional meet. JC Power got first in discus and is going to state. In addition to JC, Marlon McNutt made second in high jump, and he will also be competing at state. Great job, guys. On May 10th, track will be competing at state, so go support them. Well, that's all for this week's Res Sports. Now back to you guys.
The thing I'm going to miss the most next year is probably the pep rallies. Playing with all my friends, seeing the kind of spirit we have, and how much enthusiasm flows through our veins.
I don't think I went at any of the pep rallies this year.
Well, you missed out. They were super fun, and it's sad that it's all over.
Yeah, but you've got to look at the brighter side of things. You got the opportunity to spend those amazing times with your friends and jamming on that clarinet of yours.
You're right. The best thing I did in high school was be a part of the band. Being able to play these masterpieces made by amazing people like Mozart has been super.
Don't we have a fellow senior masterpiece today?
Yep, here he'd be.
Masterpiece Theater presents William's Wonky Wisdom, where William whacks us with his wonky wisdom.
Hello HS, I'm William Regard and I'm here to give you some tips on how to graduate. So first you want to show up in your cap and gown and make sure you're dressed real nice underneath as you will be taking off eventually. You already have a partner that's predetermined in the graduation practice right before graduation. So just make sure you stick with them and you'll find your way to your seat eventually. And after the ceremony, first they get the top 3 people in the class, the valedictorian, salutatorian, and historian, to go first. They all give speeches and it's all a great time. Next, it's a couple of people from the top of the class and then it switches to alphabetical order. So make sure you're in the correct seat or else something might go a little wrong. Once your name has been called, you go up to the stage, you get your diploma and then you shake a hand to take a picture. Then the next part of it is you walk off the stage, go and see all your teachers, hug, high five them, maybe give them a fist bump. And then you're off. You go right back to your seat and it's done. Eventually they'll play the graduation song and you'll throw up your hat and cheer as you're done. Although I'm a current senior who hasn't graduated yet, I do know a little bit about graduation. This is due to my involvement in band and I've seen it happen at least 3 times. So just make sure you're prepared on your graduation day and everything will be okay. Stay wacky, AHS.
This has been William's Wonky Wisdom. We them boys. See y'all next time.
Did you know that only 30% of Americans say that they have their dream job?
No, but I do know that I will be in that 30%.
I'd hope so, because there's a lot of books in the library that can help you figure out what to do after high school.
Even books on storm chasing?
I don't know about that. Let's wig out for reading.
Our high school's wig is to improve literacy rates. One way you can do that is through the books in the library, but the library also has all of the old yearbooks. Some of the things our yearbook has is senior quotes, like Adrian Carroll's that says, "Crows and eagles fly at different levels, and attitude means altitude," by Mr. Mike. Daniel Cook, "In a gentle way, you can shake the world," Mahatma Gandhi. Sebastian Hill, "Well, this was disappointing. I'm going home now." Ryan Roberts, "Ryan, stop touching the cheerleaders," Patrick Neary. I can't wait to see my own senior quote in the yearbook. And that's all for this week's wig. Have a good day, AHS.
I'd say that we know what we're doing after high school, right?
I think we do.
Well, what do you think our classmates are going to be doing? Do you think that we'll ever see them again?
Probably. I'm not really sure what they plan on doing after high school, though. Let's find out in this week's It.
They were singing, my, it's Indian interview time, where we interview some Indians and have a good time. So sit back and watch this interview time, 'cause it's Indian interview time, Indian interview time.
Welcome back, AHS. I'm JD and I'm here with
Abram Sharp. I'm the senior class president this year.
So Abram, you're graduating soon. So can you give me any tips for the senior year? Because I am a junior and coming up to a senior.
All I could really tell you would be to turn your work in and pay attention in class. And also, it's never too early to apply for scholarships.
So Abram, what are you going to be doing after you graduate?
Well, after I graduate, I'm going to have roughly 12 weeks of summer, and then I'm going to college at the University of North Texas.
Do you know what you're majoring in?
Yes, it's going to be finance.
So Abram, what would you say to someone when they're trying to figure out what they want to major in?
Well, there's basically two schools of thought. You have the more traditional, do what you want, like what makes you happy, or you have my thinking, which is do what will allow you to do what you like. So like, in the first option, you're just doing what you like regardless. So like if you like to paint, you're just going to be a painter, you're going to go to school for art. Or you can go to school to be able to do what you want to do, like what makes you happy. So I'm going to school for finance so that I can get money, so that I can do what I want to do.
So in the past, did you think that you were going to go and major in finance?
I did not.
What did you think you were going to?
I wanted to become a chef, but seeing as how that's a more competitive field, I decided to go a more, not necessarily intelligent, but a safer route in a field where there's no shortage.
And about scholarships, what scholarships have you earned?
I have earned the Emerald Eagle Scholarship, which is a scholarship from UNT where they will pay for my entire tuition.
Ooh, and how much?
That is roughly $13,000 a year.
Thank you for being here, Abram, and good luck to next year and all the years after that.
Thank you for having me, and good luck to you as well, Mrs. Frazier.
That's all, AHS. We them boys.
Hey, don't we have a junior vlogging Scarborough in this week's shenanigans?
Yep, but what does that have to do with seniors?
Nothing. It's a time in which we highlight the fat textbooks,
The crippling debt,
the late study nights,
and the graduating.
It's time for this week's Shenanigans!
Hey there, AHS. Today I'm here at Scarborough Fair doing fair things. So, as you can see, I'm stuck here for a few hours, but I'll be out. You'll see what happens when I do.
I decided to challenge Corey to some log fighting. Corey ended up winning, but it was fun. I also decided to visit some shops while I was there. I decided to try my hand at knife throwing, but I suck. Angie decided to jump on the trampolines there.
So that's pretty much all that Scarborough Fair has to offer. There's all this shops and stuff that's cool. Kind of expensive, but it's definitely worth it. So I guess I'll see you guys next week.
And now for those generous sponsors.
First of all, Tribal Tees.
For all your shirts,
hoodies,
senior pictures,
and graphic design needs.
See Tribal Tees.
Come join the tribe. And here's classic Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC of Cleburne.
Dad, I think she wants us to follow her. Classic Zoe.
Classic Chevrolet Buick GMC of Cleburne. Relax and enjoy the difference. Zoe can show you the way.
And now for general announcements.
Don't forget to wear your ID.
Yes, I get it. It's close to the end of the school year, and you don't want to pay for a sticker. Buy one and stop fishing with it. Your car is worth $20,000. You can afford $10.
Geez, how many times has someone parked in your spot?
Way too many. I hate coming to school at second period and someone's in my spot.
Wow, well graduation is coming up. So seniors, don't forget to go to the counselors to fill out that transcript paper for college.
Make sure those grades aren't slipping.
Get those senior pictures going since you've got your cap and gown now.
And be sure to stay on top of your after-school plans, whether it be the military, college, or going to work immediately.
Thank you for defending our country for all the seniors going into the military. We appreciate it a lot and admire your sacrifice.
That's all for this week, AHS. Keep that purple pride alive, and until next time, I'm Sam Baker.
I'm Noah Hoskins.
And this has been
The Rez.
Welcome back, AHS. I'm Sam Baker.
And I'm Noah Hoskins.
And this is
The Rez.
Hey, kid.
Yes. Avatar.
I did say that, okay.
Yes, I know, because you look, do it.
You determine date or something?
Yeah.
Hey, Bridget. What about them athletes?